The plant pots which you can buy for your plants if you decide to have some. You've got the standard styles which are boring, and here you have some more interesting styles which are Chinese, which I definitely buy if I had the money. I bet they're very pricey, but especially this one. I bet this one is very pricey because it's a Chinese style and it's not your standard plant pot, which I would definitely buy if I was to grow a plant in my house or outside of my house. Yeah. Up here you've got your trash bins and your bucket and a black bucket there. Your standard boring old bucket, which hardly anyone buys, but what you'd only buy if you didn't have enough money. Your also boring buckets down here, very boring. But up here you've got some different styles. You've got a cat one, you've got Snoopy the dog and Woodstock. You have whoever seen that. And you've got a chick one. This water storage container to store water, and here you've got the dispenser to dispense the water from the big jugs, but sadly these don't fit. It actually doesn't make sense. Why do they put these water storage containers above these water dispensers that are only good for the jugs? It just doesn't make any sense, really. But if that's the way they want to do it, then there's no reason why I should be complaining. Maybe it's because they don't have enough room on the shelves for the water containers. And down here you've got a multi-purpose container for both water and fruit juices. You can see, because it's got fruit in it, but I think you'd mainly use it for water. I mean, you could use it for juice. I mean, you could put in enough sachets of, say, Tang. You could dilute it and then put it and pour it all into the container, and then you could have a juice container. It sounds very efficient. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want, but I'm definitely gonna try it once I get one of these things. Thermal insulation bucket to keep cold water in. Now that's what I'm talking about. Something you definitely would need so that you could have cool water to keep you cool during the day, especially when you're living in Mindanao, because it's way more hot, because it's hotter than Cebu Island, Mindanao, because it's on low land, especially Kabacan. Down here you've got school supplies, of course, here, which you can buy your kids. You've got calculators, you've got highlighters. Let me see what else you've got. You've got mosaic. I think those are pens, and of course you've got these Unix stationery. I think they're clippers where you can clip them on to paper and hold the paper together. And you've got all these different tools here. You've got a shaver, a razor, a knife that you can use for cutting paper, like such as wallpaper, which we use back in Berg-upon-Tweed in England. We'd use these knives to cut the wallpaper, or we'd even use them to cut out bits of the wallpaper and then stick them on. Now, no, that sounds a little bit. Now, I know you may not understand what I'm talking about, but basically, you can. All you need to know is that you can use them for wallpapering. So if you decide to change your wallpaper, you can definitely use them. And of course, here you've got your rulers and thumbtacks, as you can see, but they call them push pins here. But anyway, your angle rulers to measure angles, interesting pens. So you can see it looks like a space pen in a way, because it is, of course, out of this world. Get out of this world because it's in space. I know it's a bad joke. And some other stuff down here, which is a glue gun and some thread for the needle and popsicle sticks and a pencil case and all that. That's pretty much it there. And also some staplers, yeah. Some staplers which you'll definitely need for school and keeping paper together. And of course, whiteboard pens for if you want to, like if you have a, say you have a whiteboard and you want to write something or teach someone, like say you want to teach your kid algebra, or no, I think algebra is too complicated, so let's go for like teach them about photosynthesis. You could use this pen to teach them photosynthesis. Let's see how much it is. It's gotta be a price here somewhere. Come on, there's gotta be a price somewhere. Well, the bad news is we couldn't find the price in the packet, but the good news is the only way to find out the price is to go all the way to over there, and because the woman will scan it and then they'll tell you the price that way. Where I am, I'm in the toy section. As you can see, I have different toys all around. You have your guns and your trucks and all that stuff, and you even have some more trucks here. And let me see what this is. I think this is it says party popper, yeah, so you can use that on special occasions, but your boats and all sorts of different vehicles here. But most importantly, you've got monster trucks, and I used to love monster trucks when I was younger. Just something about them that fascinated me. But now I'm more of a gun person, of course, and that doesn't mean I own a gun or anything. It's that I think guns are cool. But of course, this is a fake gun, sadly. And of course, and also what you need to know is that foreigners can't really apply for a gun license or buy a gun, because they're afraid they'll just go on a killing frenzy. So only Filipinos are allowed to buy guns, which means the only way for me to own a gun would for me to apply for Filipino citizenship, which I will have to go all the way up to Davao and get the citizenship, and then I'll have to apply for a gun license, and then I can have the gun. But it is a lengthy process. But if you really want to own a gun, then it's definitely worth it. These tools that you can buy if you need to fix something, which is also handy. If you want to know where it is in the store, it's opposite the clothes section, as you can see. And next to the clothes section, you've got the shoes section which says footwear, and you have the beds. But yeah, the tool section is opposite the clothes section, so you can see you have all these different tools. You've got pliers, screwdrivers, and hex keys, as you can see. So yeah, you've pretty much got everything you need here is in the store. But in the UK, I think you'd have to go to like B&Q to buy these tools, but here you don't have to go to a tool store like B&Q. You can just buy them here at Unison, which is actually very handy to have all these tools in the same store as all the other items. Stacked up across here where you can buy. Don't know how much they cost, but yeah, you can definitely buy them. You can just probably have to carry them home, of course. I mean, I could probably buy one right now and just take it home, but it would just be exhausting. It would cost like a lot of money. I bet it does, which is why I'll probably not do it. Oh, it's these mugs for 45 pesos, which is pretty awesome, but here it's 39 for some reason. But yeah, they look pretty decorated mugs which you can buy. To be honest, none of these are really my style because they just don't interest me anyway, except for this coffee one. I love this Nescafe mug. There's just something special about it because you have the Nescafe name and it says Nescafe Gold 3-in-1, and you have the Nescafe scoop, scooping up the coffee beans, which is also pretty unique. Here you have a Snoopy mug. People in my dad's time will probably know who Snoopy is, but people in my time probably won't because it's no longer shown on TV anymore, since it's just because it's a very old show. Just like how kids in this generation won't know who the old Ben 10 was because they didn't see it when they were younger, or they'll probably not even know who Jimmy Neutron was because that show was only around when I was a kid, which only lasts until like 2003 to 2006, which is 3 years running, which is pretty long. But still, yeah, they won't understand who Jimmy Neutron is. But anyway, here it says Snoopy and Friends, which is very nice. And I think my dad would definitely love this mug for his birthday, which I'm definitely consider buying for him because he grew up with Snoopy the dog, which is why I'm definitely considering to buy that for my dad's birthday. I think I'm going to skedaddle out of here because I just have too many people asking me too many questions about if I'm vlogging, and yes, I am vlogging, but it's just kind of annoying, so I'm gonna stop and just head out now. But make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. This is Traveler Zach signing out.